Welcome to another episode of Luna Aroma, a series centered around lunar seasonal observations, celebrated with poetry and a guided aromatic encounter with an essential oil I feel resonates with the current moontime. Why the new moon, you ask? It offers us a cyclical time to start new beginnings, and these new beginnings don't have to be drastic or big. Anything counts. Any attempt counts. These times around new moons offer a pause, a gap to take time for yourself. Possibly soak in the tub, have a foot soak, or another type of cleansing, an immersion like swimming in a pool, a lake, the ocean, or enjoy a cold or warm infusion of, let's say, chamomile tea, hint, hint. So, although it's time for yourself, it's a time to immerse yourself into something other than you, other than your thoughts, rumination, our beloved ego. Although new moons present times for quietude, they also present times for openness, which on that word and note is all about this moontime theme, opening, flowers, budding, growth. Depending on where you live, you may call this time during the month of May something different. Flower moon time, budding moon, planting, egg-laying, frog moon. In the New York City metro area, the chance of a killing frost has passed and we can now start planting flowers outside. This was very different about 2 weeks ago. Here on Long Island, the bearded irises are blooming, as our true geranium, the cranesbill, and the German chamomile that set seed from last year is on the verge of blooming. Again, hint, hint, get out your chamomile. I've seen Jack in the pulpit here in the woodlands, and the trillium I planted many years ago is saying hello as it slowly spreads. Speaking of frog moon, I was visiting the Detroit metro area a few days ago and heard frogs in a low-lying wet area during one of my hikes, and the woodlands were flush with blooming geranium, May apple, trillium was still at its height, kind of going down, and Jack in the pulpit you'd see as well. And indeed, this is flower moon time, all those spring ephemerals. This is pretty special. A few years ago, I came across words of wisdom that struck a chord in me, and I hope it strikes a chord in you. And this is that this moontime is, quote, where all plants display their spirit sides for all the world to see, end quote. And I found that in a publication called 13 Moons. And I thought that was just so beautiful. It really speaks flowers, but thinking deeply, all the new growth is coming. I'm looking at the blue spruce now. The flush of growth, this newness is there, and this expressiveness in its own way is there. And I say that because autumn, you get a different expression of things. But I want to say that again. Where all plants display their spirit sides for all the world to see. And I'm going to say that this is the flowers. These are the flowers, the faces of the plant. We can anthropomorphize, I said that word wrong, and we try to humanize things and we look at plants and their little faces like the flowers, but still, let's run with this. So this spirit, my question is, what is spirit? Where is spirit? So try this with me. Close your eyes and smile. Raise your cheeks upward, taking a gentle breath through your nose. That beam, your cheeks up, your unique smile is your spirit shining through to share with the world. And as you keep doing this and breathing, your smile is connected to your belly, your deep belly. Feel the connection as you breathe in and out, smiling, Your face going down to your belly going up to your face, the nurturing, the protection, the fundamental you. Flower moontime is where the flowers of so many plants are reminding us it's time to show our faces, to come out of hiding behind frowns and more somber times of the year. Like attracts like. Smiles attract smiles. Flowers attract pollinators and have the uncanny ability to make us smile, don't they? Flowers can be seen as a way for plants to present themselves for attraction, companionship, faces kissing the sun, attraction. This moontime presents opportunities to love showing your face, to love showing your smile, to share your inner sunshine. It's time to start attracting. It's time to kiss the sun. And as I'm here smiling, I hope you're smiling with me too. It's also time to stop taking ourselves too goddamn seriously. Winter and early spring are serious times. Inwardness, thoughtfulness, pensiveness prevail, and rightly so. And in the time of May and this moontime we're in, flowers turn that inside out and present an opportunity to release all that, to shake that off, and to play. This is definitely a time to be playful. That word, and I just think of the word play, it conjures images of baby goats skipping about doing their things. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And the playful young, all the baby animals, all the emerging plants, all that new growth, they don't know what it means to be serious yet. Everything is so new. Everything is so lush. And as I look out my window right now, there's that time of year when the greens are really yellow. They're still so new. And in line with play, this is also a time of confidence, a confidence that comes from shedding it all, shedding that winterness, shedding all that as a flower sheds its petals, shedding all that doesn't serve us. This confidence definitely has a different quality from the last time we met with lemongrass and palmarosa. We were talking about cleansing and confidence then. This is different. Now we are shedding the seriousness. We're shedding the weight of ancestors, of the winter, of the east, of the north. We have ancestral experience and wisdom, and we treasure that. It's a bedrock. It's a foundation. And now it's time to grow into ourselves, to take information outside of us, weigh it, but not always internalize it. As you've heard me say, German chamomile or chamomile a few times, chamomile is indeed saying hello again, matricaria recutita, as it does every time around this time this year. Today, on this new moon day, it is literally about to bloom in the gardens. I was looking at it yesterday. I was looking at it this morning. I'm like, come on, guys. And when you look at the German chamomile plant, its energy is buzzy, chatty, full of life. Stems growing tall to reach the sun, raising the flowers up high and straight to attract and engage with pollinators. And I feel the song of this sunshine plant in the aster family is chatty, buzzy, busy, and nearly shouts, heck, it does shout, conviviality, and let's have a party, guys. A sweet invitation to sing with bees, to sing with honey. And over the years, when I'm with the plant and harvesting it and cutting it back and deadheading it, I hate that expression, deadheading, but the song of chamomile, of German chamomile, is full of energy, like la 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 la. Like, carry on, guys, come on, let's go. Everything's great. And usually this time of year, it's the skies are blue and we're not into that hazy East Coast Atlantic humdrum that starts to happen in the summer. So it's very up there and really chatty. La, 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 la. And if you spend time with chamomile, I'd love to know what you think. So from an aromatherapy perspective, there's a lot to say about German chamomile's qualities, but I'm going to focus on its ability to support confidence and playfulness. So you guessed it, that's the theme. I feel the theme of this Moontime. Within this is yellow, the color yellow, the color of pollen, the color of German chamomile's flower. Yellow chamomile attracts. It may help support the solar plexus, meaning confidence and integration. Integration in that chamomile is beneficial for the digestive tract. And when the solar plexus is supported, the seat of our power, the place of metabolic integration, loosely speaking, we support confidence. And when we are confident, we can loosen up and play. How can we foster play and catch the springtime vibes of those baby goats, the baby animals, so our true spirit, so our true self can emerge? By finding ways that may support shedding concepts, habits, ideas, expectations, and do's and don'ts. One way is to connect with nature through aromatic plants. Now, as we segue into the guided aromatic encounter, get out your bottle of German chamomile essential oil, or make yourself a cup of German chamomile tea. If you have this gorgeous plant of Matricaria recutita growing by you, go ahead and pick a few of the flowering tops so that you may gently crush those gorgeous little flowers to access the essential oil stored within. And take your time. Hit pause and get ready. You know where to find me. So here I go. I'm opening a bottle of German chamomile essential oil, that lovely blue oil. And I'm just going to smell it straight from the bottle. So have this with you, be ready. If you've been with other Luna aromas, you know what to expect. Let's take time to relax by sighing with German chamomile. As you have your chamomile with you, ease into letting go. Inhale. Exhale, let it all out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Just sigh it all out, melt away. Imagine yourself in a place of freedom and confidence. You are sitting in a garden with chamomile all around, its faces all up, kissing the sun, welcoming pollinators under the clear blue sky. A slight spring breeze stirs the flowers now and again and lightly brush against your face. You lay down into the chamomile and watch the plants sway and flutter. Your attention is brought to a particular chamomile flower right near you. And you look in closer to count the white petals. 1, 2, 3, 10 of them. Petals. These are parts of the plant, parts of the whole that attract pollinators' eyes to the plant's yellow center, where the reward is nectar in exchange for pollination. And for you, the reward is you, your center, your core, your solar plexus, your seat of personal power. Breathe in the oil, the tea, the chamomile, opening your mind to the expanse of blue sky above you. And breathe out, inviting space for playfulness. When do you feel playful? truly free and open. Breathe into that, allowing that part inside of you to emerge. And breathe in, taking in the unique aromas of chamomile surrounding you. And breathing out, inviting confidence. When do you feel strong within yourself, enough to let go? Feel those moments in your body, in your core self, and sit with them, supported by chamomile. And breathe in, being aware of your surroundings, the suchness of chamomile, of plants, of insects, of the world just being themselves. And as you breathe in, breathe out, inviting conviviality. Where and when do you feel interconnected, a sense of community, of global community with the earth, with yourself? Go ahead, keep that close to your heart, to your gut, to your nose, to your mind, and seek it out with the support of chamomile, knowing that like attracts like. And just continue breathing your chamomile, breathing in and out. I invite you to come back and to ground to the present by humming, our way of buzzing like the pollinators. Inhale and exhale a hum. Let's do this together 3 times. Humming is our way of buzzing. It increases nitric oxide, supporting circulation, relaxing blood vessels. Now it's time for a poem, one that I have loved over the years, that has always just, yet again, like before, struck a chord with me. And this is by E. Cummings, You Said. Now, if you know E. Cummings' poetry, you know it is incredibly sexual. I have to laugh that even his name is quite sexual. And this is not a place for analysis, but this is certainly of a certain time in the last century. So here we go. You Said by E. Cummings. You said, "Is there anything which is dead or alive more beautiful than my body to have in your fingers, trembling ever so little?" Looking into your eyes, nothing, I said, except the air of spring smelling of never and forever. And through the lattice, which moved as if a hand is touched by a hand, which moved as though fingers touch a girl's breast lightly. "Do you believe in always?" the wind said to the rain. "I am too busy with my flowers to believe," the rain answered. Very sexual. And the part that really has always struck me, regardless of sexual innuendos, but just think of June, chamomile. I said June, we're almost there. May into June, April to May. Do you believe in always? The wind said to the rain. I am too busy with my flowers to believe, the rain answered. Ugh, that is something. So, as we come to an end, I'd really like to know, and I wonder what your encounter with German chamomile is like, what your new moon is like. Let me know at info@nycaromatica.com or send me an instant message on Instagram. You'll find me as NYC Aromatica, shockingly. And, spending time with chamomile in the garden as a tea, in the garden as the flower or as a very concentrated essential oil is definitely a way to support our solar plexus and support confidence, allowing us to open up, to let go and show a sense of play that may be hiding within us. I'm a big fan of full body baths and encourage you to take a 15-minute soak in the tub, or if you can't do that, a foot bath. And try adding a cup of strong chamomile infusion or chamomile hydrosol, 1 cup. It's a good soak. Or you know what? Just darn it, go outside and find some flowers to be around. And remember, my website is a resource. You can learn more about German chamomile through my plant talk videos and articles at nycaromatica.com. And my plant talk videos are also up on YouTube with more to come, slowly and surely. So as we part ways, thank you for taking time out of your day to connect with this experience, with Luna Aroma. New moon, new intentions. I wish you a peaceful new moon day and new moon weekend. And until the next time, ciao for now.